Now that you've completed week 1, it's time to step things up. In this episode, we're going full carnivore. We'll talk about the different ways you can follow this way of eating and what to expect in week 2. And yes, the big one, the most common question I'm asked, alcohol. Can you fit this into the lifestyle? So let's get into it. Hi, it's Carl from the Primal Lifestyle. Welcome back to my episode 2 of the Carnivore Guide series. If you're just joining us, I highly recommend you do watch episode 1 first, because it sets out the foundation, explains the transition and helps you build the right mindset. Now that you've completed week 1, it's time to step things up. In this episode, we're going full carnivore. We'll talk about the different ways you can follow this way of eating and what to expect in week 2. And yes, the big one, the most common question I'm asked, alcohol. Can you fit this into the lifestyle? So let's get into it. So first off, a well done and massive congratulations. You've already done the hardest bit. Cutting out the seed oils, sugars, grains and processed junks is no small feat, so well done you. Now, this puts you in a powerful position. Now it's time to simplify things. The full carnivore approach centres around nutrient-dense, animal-based whole foods. That includes meats like beef, lamb, pork, chicken and game. Fish, seafood like salmon, sardines, mackerel. And obviously, eggs. Any way you like it. Boiled, scrambled, poached, fried. And if you know the source of the eggs, even consider raw. Animal fats like butter, ghee, tallow and lard. And if you really want to push out the boat and try it, occasionally add in some organ meats like liver, heart or kidney. And of course, salt and water is the staple diet of it all. It might seem restrictive at first, but you'll quickly find it's actually very freeing. No more labels, no more confusion. Now, a key point here is when you're doing this type of restriction, electrolytes become vital. And in the early days, as your body flushes excess water away, it will take with it sodium, potassium and magnesium. So it's a good thing to top up with either supplements or quality sea salt or even Himalayan salt. Get good quality salt, especially if you're feeling headachy, tired and even cramping. Now, here's what I use, but I've got no affiliation to these, so you can use whatever you want. But all I would recommend is you check the labels, because there's often hidden additives and sweeteners which you really want to avoid at all costs. Not all carnivore diets are the same. So let's look at the 3 most common styles. So first up, standard carnivore. This includes animal foods, meats, fish, eggs, fats, small amounts of dairy if it can be tolerated. It's simple and sustainable. Then there's the Keto-Carnivore. It's still meat-based, but allows few extras like coffee, full-fat cheese and even an avocado. Great if you're coming from a keto background. And finally, the lion diet. Just beef, salt and water. It's the strictest and often used for elimination if you're dealing with autoimmune issues or gut health challenges. You don't need to go extreme to see results. The best plan is the one you'll stick to. Now, you could even mix it up and at some point go line for a week or 2 and then return back to the one of the others. It's your journey, it's your decision. And this is where your why from episode 1 becomes so important. Cravings will still hit you this week and in the coming weeks. Don't expect your carb-loving body to stop asking for sugar just yet. But when those moments come, and they will, look at your why. Think about what brought you here. You'll likely have tried numerous other diets, and probably that's why you're here now. but we've all failed trying that way. But this time, use your why to keep you focused. You'll be surprised how quickly those cravings fade when you stay consistent. Now let's talk about alcohol. It's a question I'm often asked. So can you still drink on carnivore? Honestly, not really, especially not for the first 30 to 45 days. Alcohol interferes with fat burning and ketone production. It will also impact on your sleep patterns and can even trigger cravings, which we want to avoid. Your liver has one job. It either breaks down toxins like alcohol or produces ketones from fat. It can't do both at once. So drinking will slow down your progress. If you do decide to have a drink, avoid beers, stouts and lagers, any of the sugary mixes, and choose clear spirits like vodka, gin or tequila with no mixers. Or you could choose a dry red or a dry white wine, but in moderation. And when I say moderation, I mean one single glass, and I don't mean those bucket ones. But the truth is, if you can manage to skip it for the first month, you'll get far better results and make you feel a lot better. Once you see the progress, the motivation to keep going without it gets so much stronger. Now, week 2 is when your body starts to shift gears. You may notice you're less hungry. That's because of the nutrient-dense meats and fats you're taking in, which is great, by the way. It's important you consume plenty of animal fats, so aim towards the fattier meats or the high fats, minced or ground beefs. Add plenty of butter. As crazy as it sounds, the more fat you eat, the more fat you will lose. I know, but it's true. Also, any excess fat that you have consumed will help you with your toilet activity. However, don't be surprised that you won't need to go every day. But as explained in episode 1, your body will consume the vast majority of the nutrient-dense foods that you're eating, and it will produce minimal waste. Your energy might feel more stable. That's a sign of fat adaptation. Now, I've done previous videos explaining that in more detail, but basically that's where your body moves from burning glucose from carbs and using fat instead as its main fuel source. Your liver starts converting fat into ketones, and that's what fuels your brain and your body in this lifestyle. Now, it takes a little bit of time, but once it kicks in, it's a game changer. Personally, I found I slept better. I stopped snoring within a week, I slept less, and I ended up with much more energy all day long. Mindset is everything here. Stay close to your reason why, whether it's for better energy, for less inflammation, to heal, or weight loss. It will keep you grounded. What about social situations, I'm often asked? Well, in my opinion, you can absolutely stay carnivore and be social. Now, here's a few tips that might help you with this. Why don't you try eating before you go out? Or if it's possible, bring your own food. If you're going to a restaurant, then try and find a venue that is serving meats or meat meals. You're not being awkward, you're prioritising your health. Worst case scenario, grab a few plain burger patties and skip the bun and sauces, add some salt and move on. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Don't forget to grab your free week 2 downloadable guide. It's linked below. It includes food lists, meal plans, golden tips and more to support you on your journey. So in episode 3, we'll cover how to stay consistent, how to shop smart and make carnivore work on a budget. Until then, stay salty, stay primal, and remember, it's not just a diet, it's a return to the human way of eating. Kill the carbs, not your health, and I'll see you in the next one.